video is going to demonstrate vacuuming your swimming pool. We're going to use a conventional vacuum hose, vacuum head, and vacuum pole. You'll notice on most of the hoses that you'll purchase, they'll have what's called a swivel end. The swivel end is going to go on the back head itself. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this goes on the back head first, so that as you go around the pool and this is down there, this swivels with you. Alright, then the next step is I'm going to put the pole onto the vacuum head. Drop the head into the bottom of the pool. Extend my pole so that it doesn't fall in the water on me. I'm going to rest it against the step so that as I'm moving it around, it doesn't go underwater on me. Alright. And the rest of the hose, I'm going to roll it out as straight as possible before I hook anything up. Pull the basket out, and inside you got two holes. The back hole is going to be the suction hole. The front hole is usually capped. You don't have to worry about it. So what I want to do here is I'm going to fill my hose up, my vacuum hose up with return water. The more water I can get in my hose, the less air I'll get in the system as I'm starting to vacuum. So I'm going to go over to the return line here. You can see the water shooting out. I'm just going to stick my hand in here and put it over that. Now I'm going to fill my hose up with water. Now, once I have water in there, I'm just going to cap it off with my hand. I want to get as little air in there as possible. And I'm going to stick it back under the water and through the opening of the skimmer. And I'm going to basically plug it into the back port inside the skimmer. Now just suck the hose in for me. Alright, so right now I'm hooked up to the skimmer. I got suction on the bottom of my vacuum head. I also have suction at the main drain of the pool. So to increase the amount of suction I get into my vacuum head, I'm going to go over to the filter. I'm going to close the main drain partially down so that I get more suction coming through the skimmer, which is connected to my vacuum. So it's a little loud over here because the pump is still running. You can see the front of the pump is labeled on this system, and one of them, the middle pipe there, is labeled main drain. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to turn this red handle and I'm going to partially close down the main drain. So now what's going to happen is all my suction's coming to my skimmer. So now we're going to walk back over by the pool and we'll have plenty of suction on the back. So basically you just go throughout the whole entire pool, back and forth, nice and slow. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to push the dirt. You want the dirt to go underneath the back head. And when you got good suction like we do, you can actually ride right up the wall of the pool and then back down again. I'm going to go ahead and get this leak, get this thing directly through the hole. So it sucked it right up. Okay? Now we're just about finishing up the vacuuming. I'm going to put the back head again against the step. Make sure my pole's long enough so my back head doesn't slide into the water as I disconnect. I'm going to go over to the skimmer. I'm going to disconnect my hose. I'm just going to pull the hose out of the back hole. Okay? You'll see that the skimmer is now sucking again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hose out from inside the skimmer mouth and put it over. Now I don't want it to fall in the hole, I just want to empty my hose out into the skimmer. So you want to disconnect your hose, otherwise you're going to pull air into the system, and then your pump system, your filter system is going to start to suck air in. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this end higher than over there, and I'm going to drain as much of the water out of the hose as possible into the skimmer mouth. Alright, my hose is now empty. While I'm over here, I'll just roll it up. I'm going to put my skimmer basket back in. Make sure it's clean before you put it back in. Roll your hose up and We'll go by the filter and we'll turn the main drain back on. Last step is we're going to go back and open the main drain back up. We closed it before we started vacuuming. Main drain's back open again, and that completes vacuuming your pool.